same old routine. Just for right now, at least. It must be seasonal. You tell by looking at the condition of the tires, you know this thing just came through with a truck wash. I just pulled it out of the Blue Beacon over in Fargo, North Dakota. Yeah, I'm just doing a routine check. This thing got another radiator leak coming out of the, what do you call that thing? The APU. You see all the winter weather? You see how clean it is? Yeah, well, it had radiator fluid all over the back, the chassis. And it had some oil stains on the side. But it had a lot of dirt, so I just put it through the wash and came out. This is the problem. This is about the third time this guy fixed the hose and it's still leaking. I mean, it would stop for a while, but it keeps leaking. Not only that, that's where all the radiator fluid came from, so I had to use one of them bottles inside the truck. All of these right here is radiator fluid. The 2 bottles over there, that's black. Those are the oil jugs. So, all I can say is that this thing's got minor leaks. It might look severe every now and then, but to tell you the truth, as much as I don't really feel like admitting it, you might probably say, maybe I talk too much. Alright, so I do. To tell you the truth, maybe I shouldn't talk so much about this, but I guess I could learn from other YouTubers whenever they post a video about a truck company. I guess they kind of tell people their personal business. Some of them, you know, they kind of show the license tag on the truck and stuff like that. I don't really like that idea, but anyway. So far, this tractor right here, since the last, 4 months I've been on this job. Let me see, September, October. About 4.5, going on to 5 months. This truck has put $11,000 in my pocket. Hold up a second, man. You can hear them fucking assholes out there now. Excuse me. No, it's just a bit of road rage. I can't concentrate and talk. I apologize. I'm sorry. I can't hear myself talking. Hold up a second, man. There's some kind of shit going on. Hold up. It's like I was saying. So far, this truck right here that y'all see me posting videos with on this third truck company, which is a second European truck job between Western Express and Right Now. All right, the same truck that y'all, the same Kenworth truck. So far, it has put $11,000 in my pocket. 11,316 was my last, what do you call it? Savings account balance. 2 weeks ago, it was at 9. What was it? Hold on a second. 3 weeks ago, it was at 9. Last week, it was 10. And now, just past Friday, it's at 11. And I don't know. It's like, I think on my last video, I said, when I was driving for Neville, I was driving their Kenworth T600. And I used it and bought me a 2003 Dodge Caravan that looked almost brand new. That was back in 2008. and it took me 6 months to buy that one. It took me 6 months to save up. I guess I did put a down payment on it. Back in 2008, I put a down payment of I think it was $2,000. No, it wasn't 2,000. Something like 1,000. Yeah, I think I did put a down payment. I put a $1,000 down payment somewhere, but it took me 6 months with Navo's truck to buy me a minivan in Houston, Texas. And that was close to $7,000 or 6,000, somewhere about 6,000. A little bit over 6, or somewhere close to 6. And this one, I guess on this last truck job, since I am buying a semi-truck for the first time in my life, I would say this one took me about 5 months to reach. No, 4.5. Somewhere between 4 or 5 months, about 4 months. It took me 4 months to reach $11,000. Over 11,316. Last week it was 10. The week before that it was 9, and so on. Way before that, I was not comfortable and happy. I thought I was going to do lousy. I was disappointed. The tow truck charge, I've been through this already. Tow truck charge was $700 in West Chicago, Illinois. And just now, about, what was it, last week somewhere? I just got me a $500 fine for overweight scale ticket. So the DOT cop said that he gave me, all right, this is my second time telling you the same thing, but I'm going to do it again. This time he gave me an extended date. Plus, he did make some kind of good comments about my record. He said something about me having a clean record, or he said, he said something about me being innocent. I don't know why he said that, but he said if you're innocent to have a clean record, it shouldn't be no problem. I guess, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really understand what I heard exactly, but I know he mentioned the word innocent. So, it seemed like I admitted that I didn't weigh the truck before I left that one spot. So anyway, I just really recently found out. I just planned again. I just wrote some notes down on the paper. I know I'm a notepad. And so far, since the scale ticket came out, I started brushing up on spending that good. I'll average myself at least 90 to 100. The reason why? I didn't know $37 $37 in 1 week at the Walmart store can last. $37 worth of groceries can actually last me a whole week. Because I usually don't go that way. The refrigerator inside these trucks are not big enough. You gotta keep on coming out, going back in and all that. No, even a little bit over a week. So it's like I'm spending a lot less. I haven't made any phone payments recently. I haven't made any Wi-Fi payments on a hotspot recently. All I spent was $37. And guess what? I left last week I left $10,015. No, wait a minute, let me start over. $10,115 untouched. That 115 left over, that was for phone payments, food, anything. The 10 grand, that's supposed to be untouched. I'm saving that for the truck. That's how I saved up and bought my minivan. And that's how I saved up and bought them a couple of motorcycles back in 1990, 91 and 90. So it's like, if I get $1,000 paycheck, if I get $1,300, I separate the $300 and don't touch the $1,000. It's like I use the $300 buy personal items for myself, food, whatever, survival stuff, and anything like phone payments or hot Wi-Fi hotspot. Yes, I also owe collections agency only 2 more payments. They gave me what is it called? They gave me some kind of benefit. I forgot what they call it. Instead of me paying the entire balance a certain way, they went in another route and say I could pay it off the easier way. So I got 2 more payments on the hospital bill for Ohio when they did the ultrasound on me in 2021. So it's like I owe $115 twice. I'm past due, but I asked them to give me an extended date because, I explained my situation to them. So they said that they're going to give me till the 23rd to make the next payment. So the next payment and the other one after that, then I'm done. I won't pay the collections agency no more. They say I'll finish. And the next thing, now since I just gained 11,315 on the 4th month or the 4.5 months. Last week, the last time I went and spent money to support myself, I planned on spending little. I didn't go past $100 or into it. I left the $100 untouched, along with the $10,000 in my savings. So now I gained 1,000. Actually, my last week's paycheck was 1,200. I forgot, 212, something like that, 215. So that 1,215, it turned into, instead of 10,100 left over from last week, it became 11,315. So the farthest I went this time was pretty much $40, $43 this time. As a matter, I had certain things that I had to spend money on. So this time I took out $43 at Walmart. So it seems like today's Sunday. I forgot what date it is. I'm back over in Fargo, North Dakota. So it's like I should be going back to Illinois. We're gonna be doing this routine for a while. All right, let me get to the basic part. Let me get to the last part. Me and the mechanic talked again, the 3rd time or the 4th time. I wrote some notes down on the pad. Yes, he said that he agreed with me pretty much all the way. I planned on paying him $1,500 for the labor because he got to switch the engine out from the red Volvo into the black one, because the black one has a busted engine already, the one I'm supposed to buy. It looks like rough guess. Me and him talked about it. I did see what the truck wants. Most of the way, it's gonna be 4 suspension airbags. Something like that one there. Something like that. It's gonna need 4 of those because it's been sitting around for so long. Next, I don't know what you call these, but let me see. The bushings on those, or there's torsion bar, control arm, something like that. It's gonna need rubber. The rubber bushings on those are not severe. Maybe I could get past that. I probably wouldn't. He'll do it on his own. It's gonna need like probably 4 of them or 1 of them. And one of the drums look kind of rustish. The rest of them are okay. The tires, they don't look as good as this, but the studs are good enough. The studs are good enough. They look kind of slightly ugly, but the good news about the tires, that the truck sitting in the bushes, is just as inflated and tough like these tires almost. The tires look a little bit smaller than these, but the tires are in perfect shape. They all 10 of them got air. It's been sitting around for 4 years. He got something like that. I guess what 19. So yeah, pretty much the tire's still inflated. I find that hard to believe, but it's really true. I already checked it. I mean, they feel as solid as this. And what else? It's like I'm buying it reconditioned as is. He said he planned on. I told him, don't put any expensive parts in it because you're gonna get broken. He said he didn't plan on doing that anyways because he doesn't want to get broke. So he won't put a lot of cheap parts in it. And the next thing, all right, it's 4 airbags, cut, resurface the drums, new brake shoes, and all 6 axle. And what else? 2 new front seats. I did write down replace the entire fuse box and put new fuses in the fresh fuse box. Replace the entire fuse box and the fuse. And then what else? 2 front seats, yeah, all that. And take the truck to the shop and get a detail, like vacuum and stuff. Oh yeah, the 2 front doors, yeah, they're gonna need parts for the front doors, like the door locks, upholstery, what else? Speakers to go back in there. And that should be it. And just to switch the engine out. So I'm paying them for the labor and some of the parts. I really believe I'm going to be buying this truck for $4,000. Probably five the highest. It might come up to 5. It could be less. It could be somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 max. So he said he agrees with me on me lowering the price a lot lower and stuff like that. He said he agreed with me. So it's pretty much I might be buying that truck for five grand or less. I don't know, somewhere about that. But the thing is, it seemed like I already got the money to buy it. It's just that I gotta wait for him to get his hands on my truck, and then I gotta wait about 2 more months. No, wait a minute. At the end of March and the beginning of February. No, wait a minute. Excuse me. At the end of March and the beginning of. Let me see. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, pretty much the end of March. I'm sorry about that. I got confused. I was referring to April as February. No. Somewhere between February and the end of March. That's what I meant to say. So he said he got 2 other trucks working on. One has an engine rebuilt or something like that, and the other one is something else. I think he got an APU situation. So, excuse me. Sorry, I got some snot in my nostrils. You see, it's kind of cold out here. So it's like, it seemed like I got the money to buy the truck. I just gotta find out how much it costs for the parts. So it's like me and him made an agreement, and he said we'll see. And so when I told him that for a truck that's sitting around for so long, it's it might cause serious issues. So he said that he agreed with that. So it's like most of the way I'll be paying for the parts and labor. I already told him how much I want to pay him for labor, because I think he's doing a damn mean job on these trucks. All 9 trucks like that, it's him alone fixing them. So, we got 9 trucks in the fleet. So, excuse me again. So, this European truck company got 9 trucks in the fleet. And as of right now, it seemed like I did try to ask for 2 days off last week. Actually, on Friday. Last week, Friday, when I got my paycheck. Just about 2 days ago. I asked the dispatcher if I could take 2 days off. May I take Saturday and Sunday off, since they don't do nothing on Saturday and Sunday. I guess I had another load to pick up. So he said the reason why I can't take 2 days off at this time is because the other trucks got messed up, or the other trucks are scattered like in other parts of the country. And he says my truck is the only one working on the central side, on the west side. Like, my truck is the only one doing Fargo North and Chicago, and South Dakota and Chicago. He says I'm the only one doing them too. And as you can see, the last 5 to 6 and 7 days, I've been doing 600 miles straight. 600 miles a day for 6 or 7 days. Now I'm starting to know why he was working me that hard. The other ones had issues. They complained about they got to do this, that, or some, I don't know. Maybe they got sick. So it seemed like I'm the only one working the entire continent between Chicago, South Dakota, and North Dakota. I'm the only one doing it. It's up to me to try not to get sick. It's up to me to try to keep myself in shape, which I just did. I don't mind showing you the evidence. I'll do it right now. I'll probably shut the hood. I'll close it. If you don't do the right thing and cover yourself, people might get ideas about you. Let me stop talking all that shit, thinking that you broke down and all that. And they see the hood open, they can't mind their business. They get scared and threatened. See how clean the truck is? Just gotta wash. Oh shit. Yeah, the inside gonna be dirty. I'm constantly working anyway. It's much better here. It's warmer. Yeah, the temperature brushed up over the days. Last week it was terrible. The last couple of weeks it was terrible. It was like 15 degrees. Just a short while ago, it was like 11 degrees, almost like 3 days ago, I think. Now it climbed up in 46 degrees, and now it went to 36 right now. It didn't feel like 36 degrees outside a while ago. It felt like 40 or 50 because the sun was out. That's why when I was standing up out there, I didn't really feel so cold after all. No, I didn't. Even if I took my gloves off, it's not that cold. It's more like 17 degrees and 20. Yeah, that's real cool. And when the wind started to blow, it gets worse. Your ears get all numb and stuff. My ears feel kind of frozen, but not that bad. So, man, I could say is, I don't know why I sound like this. I know I sound like a frustrated, stuck-up bitch to you, but what can I say? I can't help it. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm paranoid or not. It's just, I can't help it if I'm nervous. Let me just catch a moment of silence right here. Let's see if I can, I don't know, shoot it. I mean, I don't have no day off right now, I'm loaded. I'm loaded. I'm just waiting to get emptied tomorrow. Today's Sunday. They don't work on the weekends. They work in weekdays, but not weekends. Please. Let me see if I can find the thing. I'm looking for that one spot. Here it is. Yeah, this was it. It was this right here. 2/2 of 24. That was our Friday. I was at 9. And my paycheck was that. And then 2/9 of 24. I was at 10. 10,134.17. My paycheck was 605. Okay, so I was a little disappointed. I left the 10 untouched, just like how I said. And now, 216. I'm pretty sure today's, wait, if this was last week Friday, so that means Saturday, Sunday. What the hell is that? This is really full of shit. I really hate it. Anyway, if last week Friday was the 16th, 17th, 18th, then today's the 18th then. And tomorrow's the 19th. Alright, today's the 18th. Today's Sunday. So 2/16/24. Now it's at 11/3/13/30. And my last paycheck was $2,210. And that 13, alright, minus the 11, because I said I don't touch that. I don't touch the 1,000. Anything over 1,000, that's what I touch. So 313.30. It should be down to, I didn't really check my bank account recently, but it should be down to like 270 something, maybe $274, somewhere about. And not to mention, I gotta make an online transaction to that one VIP debit, prepaid card. Put something on it. I didn't do it yet, but I'm gonna do it soon. So I'm gonna leave the 11 grand and the 10. I left the 10 untouched. That 9,000, what was it? 75? I don't think I burned the 75 either. No, I didn't. Wait, hold up a second. Let me double check that. Oh, okay, I see it. 9,750. Alright, that's 53. And the paycheck was 1,201. Okay. I didn't do so bad. Yeah, that part where I was talking about the 10 and the 34, it came down to 115 the last time. Then I spent a little bit more. Oh, it came down to 105. Yeah. It was, last time it was 10,105 something. And I didn't even touch the $100 anymore. And then after that, my paycheck. That was better. I brushed up on that part. So that $500 scale ticket, the DOT cop gave me an extension to the 25th. I think it's the 24th. No, 25th. Yeah, it must be the 24th. I don't remember. It seems like the less money I spend, the more I accumulate in the hundreds column. And you know what? What was it? Let me see if I can remember. If you don't mind excusing me. Some of us truck drivers drop out of school, you know. We don't graduate. Anyway, let me see this. Ones, tens. What is it? What I used to learn in school? Ones, tens, and units. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, something like that. Anyway, if I keep spending less, the hundreds column should turn into the 1,000. Damn. It's more like in the next 2 weeks, it should be like what, 11, 12, then 13. It might turn into $1,400 on the spot, even if I did get a $600 paycheck. You see, I'm packing up X amount. I'm stashing up and packing up in the hundreds column, because if I spend less money, if I spend a lot less money, very little, the 100 is going to turn into 1,000 over. If I keep practicing a habit, hey, I don't have to worry about that $500 being much. Oh yeah, plus I got $115 to pay for the reduced speeding ticket, which will be $600 anyway. That $600 or $500 probably won't mean a thing. But anyway, all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I hope nothing else will happen. Nothing will mess with me. I hope I don't have to quit or get fired or nothing, because I ain't got time for that. But I'm kind of running into some minor issues. Mechanic talked to me about, such and such being an asshole every now and then, and, he recognized that. And I told him, is it possible? Oh yeah, I told him, you know what I was thinking on my end? So I said, I think he's going to want me to hurry up and go into that black Volvo and be owner-operator, because the amount of mistakes I made on this truck right here, this Kenworth, I'm over here thinking the amount of times he got pissed off and mad at me for making dumb mistakes. Like burning fuel unnecessary and stuff like that. I'm thinking he's going to want me to hurry up and get out of this white Kenworth and go in that black Volvo, so he don't have to worry about me no more. Damn, that was cold. That's what I told him. And then he said, no, we don't think of you like that. We recognize you as a part of the family. That was good to hear. That's what the main mechanic was saying. The only mechanic that's handling all them 9 trucks in this fleet. So that's good to hear. He said, we don't think highly of you. I mean, we don't think low of you like that. So he also said, so far I am the best one in the entire fleet, in the entire company. Because I did say to him, I've never been late for a load. I only made a mistake on that first time when I misjudged the military hours for the regular hours. That's the only time I got late. The rest of the way I was not late once since the last 4.5 months. And he even said that both of them, him and the boss, recognized me for working so hard. Plus, he said, let me see if I could try to remember. Plus, he said, oh yeah, the next good part about it, I shouldn't really be so sneaky, but the mechanic said that we had to let go a couple of people because they weren't doing a good job. He said he had to fire a couple of people. Yeah, he said we had to fire a couple of people. That's what he said. Somewhere, I'm guessing about 7 drivers in a 9 truck fleet. 9 trucks. He had to fire a couple of them. That's what he also said. And he said, I'm the best one so far. And you've been making other comments saying, I remember 2 times when I came into the shop, like when I hit South Dakota and then come back to Illinois, like 2 days later, and I go in the shop for minor issues, we kind of brush up. You see what? It just falls into place. This truck runs pretty good. It's just got minor issues that need to brush up momentarily. Like, you see the APU situation, the hose leaking. Well, that ain't gonna stop the truck from running. Like I got X amount of bottles in the back. I hardly ever use them. and the coolant level being so low, that's not going to worry about it. That's not going to mess with it either. I've been driving this truck just like this for 4 months, and I accumulated $11,000. 4 months and accumulated 11. This truck has put paycheck after paycheck after paycheck. It's like if I ever go in the shop, I only go in the shop for 2 hours and come back out. Every week, almost every week, I go in the shop for 2 hours, come back out. I'm still maxing up to 70 miles an hour, doing 600 miles a day, pretty roughly. It runs great. The only time it broke down, it didn't really break down, but one of the hose over on the right side on the passenger, the engine hose, the coolant hose, yeah, that one busted or leaked, and it drained out the entire water jacket in around the crankcase. I'm talking about the walls, and it has every engine has a water jacket. It's like the walls of the crankcase, that's what it's called, water jacket. So the water jacket was completely empty, the crankcase, cylinder head, whatever. So I had to pour regular water, like the bath water that I got in there, the bottles of water. I had to pour that inside the engine, and I had to drive a certain way to the nearest nearest convenience store on the side of the road where trucks park and cars. Just a little mini convenience store, and I stayed there up to this very date. This truck is maxed out $11,000, and it's still gonna keep going. I would say by the end of March, I should have, I'm guessing maybe 16 grand, somewhere about. It might even be a little bit more because I'm spending less money anyway. Shoot. By the time that $600 come out of my pocket for the scale ticket and the speeding ticket, I might even accumulate just that much. It's just luck. I'm lucky, man. Nah, I mean, I pray to God, to help me escape this thing, because it don't look like I want to make it. I need to escape those problems. So now I figured a way out. That don't mean it's for sure. We can't see the future. You see that train over there? Yeah, it's moving. I random selected this spot. I'm sitting right next to a Target store in Fargo, North Dakota. So it's like, that's pretty much the case right there. Never mind that. I got other things besides writing down the recall, what do you call it? The vehicle history report. Remove regen. Oh, whole bunch of stuff. Remove regen exhaust system. Oh, he told me about that. This 2011 doesn't use DEF. That's a good part. Damn. It gets better. A little bit better. That doesn't mean it is. This, I never heard of no Volvo that does not use DEF and it has a generation exhaust system. It must be the old-fashioned type. It must be a different version. I'm not familiar with that. Maybe y'all know more than me on that part. Put an APU back into the black Volvo. Yes, there's one missing. It also needs batteries too. For a truck, that's pretty much. Don't worry about that part. You already agreed to it. Let me see what else I wrote down. Shit. Check and inspect. Not that one. Let's see if I can find another. Oh, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I wrote this down. Yeah, all 4 suspension airbags, 6 shocks. Replace fuse box in the dashboard. Put new fuses in the fresh new fuse box. Replace rubber dampers for torsion bar or the control arms. I don't know. I forgot the name of it. For the rear chassis on the truck. I have new mud flaps and spring hangers for the truck. Yeah, I got them in Georgia. I bought them for Western Express truck, but since I didn't make it with their truck, I still got it. Replace door parts for the left and right front doors. Replace 2 front seats. Yes, definitely. That truck don't really need that much. It looks pretty nasty to you. It looks kind of nasty, but I could see where it's at. Replace APU in a truck. Replace all brake shoes and resurface or cut brake drums on all 6 axles, front and rear. When I say 6, I'm going by the drums and the, what do you call it? The knuckles or the spindle. Not the kingpin. I'm talking about, you know, where the wheels mount on. I'm not going by straight across like how they say it when you pass through the toll. When you pass through the toll highway, it says 1, 2, 3, like 5 axles as an 18-wheel truck, 3 axles as in, you know, 10-wheel tractor. No, I'm not going by that. I'm going by the wheel individually. So if a truck is done, send it to a detail shop to clean and vacuum the inside of a truck, sleeper berth, top and bottom bunk. This is what I wrote. Top and bottom bunk beds are okay. Leave them alone. That's about it, I guess. The next thing, oh shoot. Yeah, I did write this down. I forgot. Which one I wrote down? Yeah, here it is. Damn. Maybe y'all can, no, wait a minute. That's not it. No, that's not it. I'm trying to find somewhere back here. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Things need to do: carrier authority, truck insurance, carrier authority package, $900 full-size package over 25,000 pounds. Reinstate my career name and LLC. Yeah, I had canceled it because, you know, since I got terminated from Western Express, I couldn't buy. As a matter of fact, I almost did buy the truck. They said I could have took the truck with me when they terminated me. But anyway, I canceled my LLC because I wasn't active. So I'm about to be active again, but not right now. Restash my bank account. Probably don't have to worry about that. Restash my bank account with a few $1,000s, such as five grand after it gets spent down to 0. That's if I buy, after I buy the truck. Now things kind of made a twist. It made a little turn. There's a possible chance I don't have to restash nothing. By the time I buy the truck, I should have about another $10,000, another friggin' $9,000 left. Then I can do own authority pretty fast, and I could spend parts. Oh, wait a minute. It's like I could even stay stuck in this company truck for a while. Stay stuck in this truck company for, excuse me, let me start over. Stay in this Kenworth right here that I'm sitting in. Stay in this company truck and probably finish brushing up on some things on the truck. I want to hurry up and just grab it and own it and then kind of test it out. I don't want to spend all that money in one shot. Like warm it up, test it out, see if it's, if it's strong enough, whatnot. And, test drive it before I go spending more money on it. And then, what is it, black? No accidents. I guess that's it, huh? Nah, this is something else. I guess that's it. I don't know. The next thing I got in mind that I want to write down, what was it? I forgot. Yeah, give me a couple of seconds. I was kind of busy thinking about something. I had something in mind from yesterday. Um, hmm. Oh yes. Was it something like if I was to, you know what? The last thing that mechanic told me, he said there's truck drivers, there's owner operators sitting in the truck stop across the country. That's going on because of this freight shortage situation, you know. Oh, he mentioned something about the load board. He said the load board is going to be scarce. So that means you're no longer you're not going to get access to what you want no more. The load board is going to be shallow. You're not going to get what you want. You're going to be sitting in the truck stop waiting for another load to show up. And I've seen that happen. I've seen my company FFE way back in 2000, I think it was 2002, 2003. I've seen X amount of FFE trucks sitting around in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, at the truck stop. I was the only driver that was active 24/7 straight through the year. I was the only driver getting loads just like that. I'm stashing away $600, 500, 700 a week. Everybody else is sitting around. And I see that happen to them Western Express drivers when I was in trainer. When I was on my trainer's truck in Western Express, I seen them sitting bobtail, waiting, 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 waiting. And all I ever do is get load after load after load. I don't rest. I never had a problem sitting around. Nah. I almost had a problem sitting around on this one too. This last one. I said, you know, they just about 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks ago, they pulled the load off of us and then they slapped it back on. So now we got lucky. So the paycheck almost slowed down, but it didn't. The only time it slowed down on my side is over the holidays. Right, because of the holidays. So it's like my paychecks was just straight $615 three times, 3 weeks. But that was like back in December, somewhere about December 23 or January, somewhere, pretty much December. Um, all the way up to now, I think around that time it was like $6 grand, and now it's 11. Anyway, all I gotta say is I did have something else to talk about, but nah, something else I wanted to write down. Something else I wanted to write down. I don't know what the hell happened. Um, maybe I'll come up with it later. I don't know. It's going on to 48 minutes, 59. Maybe I better cut it short. Anyway, I just came to this spot. I didn't get a chance to use my laptop computer yet. And it seemed like I wasted my money at that T-Mobile hotspot since the last 2 weeks. It not only maxed out over 100 gigs, I didn't pay for it on time. So now I'm gonna have to wait for the entire month to burn out, and then I'll get access to the recharge. I don't know how to explain. Not only that, I even paid $30 extra for a temporary pass, like a Wi-Fi pass, and that $30 is for 10 days. 10 days for 5 gigs. that also went to waste. I didn't get a chance to use it. T-Mobile is not telling me everything. They kind of mess up, fuck up, lie, here and there. When you show up in person or on the phone. On the phone, they kind of do a little bit better, but anyway, let me just cut loose right now. One last thing. I don't mind saying this. Those did not go to waste. I'm talking about these. They didn't go to waste. I've been hesitating a lot. I've been confused. I couldn't even make up my mind what I wanted to do. Just about 2 times in 1 week, I just attacked them. Like, I did a couple of reps. I did the military press, like, I did the bench press. There ain't all that, I'm not gonna have a big old heavy barbell in a small truck like this, in a small space. So I did all of that. I did the squats. I couldn't find nothing heavier than 80 pounds. That's like both of them is 80 pounds put together. It's actually 40 plus 40. They're not really that bad. They're not really that heavy either, but they're good enough. It's just that I wanted to see if I could use a barbell, but I can't do nothing about it. I'm not gonna go in no gym or nothing like that. I'm too busy out here. So I couldn't find nothing heavier than 40. I wanted to find probably 50 pounds at least, or maybe heavier than that. I couldn't find nothing that weighs 60 or nothing like that. So that's the heaviest size that they got. So I'm just putting that to use. Anyways, I'm trying to keep myself in shape, man, because I'm the only one stuck on this side of the country. So anyway, I'll check y'all later.